Ba-da-dee, la-da-dee-dee-dee, ba-da-dee-dee-boom. Well, we're live. Let's see who turns up tonight. Currently one viewer. That's probably me. Cheers anyway. Two minutes past 9. So we're bang on time tonight. Oh, no viewers, so that's not me then. 0 viewers. Looks like it's going to be a quiet night. Is it going to be a quiet night? Dermot? Welcome along, Dermot. How are you? Two viewers we've got now. Is the second viewer going to say anything? Or are they just going to sit in silence and watch from afar? 3 viewers. Oh, we're going up. Onwards and upwards. Tell your friends, tell your family. Get everybody in here. Listen to me warble on about nothing and anything. Hello, Megan. How are you? Philip in Scarbados. No, in Leeds. Sorry. Philip in Leeds there. I think you can guess what I'm drinking tonight. So, cheers if you're having one. Oh, it's very mild this evening. It's supposed to be very cold tonight. We're supposed to be potentially freezing temperatures here tonight and a bit of a frost. But we'll see what it brings in the morning. Apparently there's some... I'm lagging. Oh dear. Apparently there's some cold weather coming in from the Arctic, sweeping down through Scotland. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see on that one. If I'm lagging, that's strange. I've got it says excellent connection here on YouTube for me. So I don't know, potentially if that's your end, Megs. Sprays. Now then, how are you? Yes, I am very well, thank you, Sprays. I don't know if any of you saw the little coin flipping the video that I put up earlier today. It was just an absolutely random video that I made. I was reading on Reddit, and I saw somebody post a picture of coins and what was the best and what was the worst for flipping and making a sound. So I thought, hey, I've got a load of coins, I can have a go at that. So I made a video, and there you go. That was the end result of the video. So if you've seen that, then you're a dedicated viewer. If you've seen that one and watched it all the way through. Hey dear, it's amazing the things you'll do when you're bored stiff. Oh, excuse me. Beer's giving me a bit of wind. In other news, today, or this evening, the Prime Minister of the UK, Mr. Boris Johnson, has said that from Wednesday, we can go out and we're not limited to how much exercise we can take in a day. And All right, Megs. Okay, yeah. We can take as much exercise as we want in a day, and we can meet. No, I don't think we can meet other family groups. We can exercise with our own family members, and yeah, basically we're allowed to go out and partake in sports. Again, as long as we're social distancing, we can partake in our sports and hobbies, I believe. So I have to speak to my farmer. I'm going to speak to her tomorrow and just check that she's okay with me being on the farm. But hopefully I might be able to start detecting on the farm again, which will be great because I have missed it. So yeah, keep your eyes out for more news on that one. Well, thank you, Megs. Yeah, I've done a couple more of those tiles actually. I've actually got them just down here. Bear with me 1 second. Yeah, that's another one that I've done. Let me see that. There we go. That one is. Let me get my little sheet of paper that tells me what the runes say. I can't remember. Hang on. Yeah, that one is hope. Again, engraved, and then gold paint filled, and then lacquered as well. I think I need to get some more lacquer anyway, but I think I might put another coat on that because you can see there's like a little strange little patch around here, just around there. But that one's hope. And oh. And that one, there we go. That's quite a big tile, is that one? I can't get it all in there you go. Big as my fat old head. And that one is the runic symbol for heart. Great fun making these. These are just like a sort of practice play pieces. I have got them on eBay at the moment actually. See if anybody is interested in buying one. So I've got it so that either you can mount it with a single screw at the top, so you can have it hang, or when I sell them I include the little felt pads to go on the underside, so that you can just lay it down on a surface, you know, so it won't scratch your table or wherever you're placing it. But yeah, heart. I'll see if anybody buys one. If they do, I'll make some more. I have also got an alphabet on my computer, an option for actually typing in runes, in actual genuine Nordic runes. So that'll be interesting. I might have a play and see if I can come up with some sentences or some sayings or something that's a little bit more accurate. Those are, I believe that those runic symbols that I've just showed you, those are like amalgamations of different runes to mean that. So yeah. Anyway, that's another project for another day. So many projects at the moment. I'm missing all your comments here. Look, Dermot says I have a Victoria penny, same date as yours, 1862. Found it when I was a kid. I fell when climbing a fence and my hand landed on it. Well, hey, there's a chance happening if ever. I hope you bought a lottery ticket that day, Dermot. Yes, thank you, Megs. The bottle is an interesting one, isn't it? Yeah, I have. Like I say, in the video, I'd heard of people doing that in the past with bottles that were badly scratched. And I think they used to varnish them. Used to put clear varnish on them. And like I say, as long as you're doing it with your own bottles and you're not sort of pulling the wool over somebody's eyes, then it's a great thing to do, and certainly puts life back into the bottle, especially on these beach bottles that I find, you know, that are really badly scratched. Dermot says, yes, that's Boris, but Nicola says different. Who do you believe? Um, yeah, it's a good one, Dermot. You're absolutely right. I know I've held off. I haven't been detecting since the last detecting session I went on with Simon, that literally the day before the lockdown was announced here in the UK. And I think as long as I'm exercising caution, my permission is within walking distance for me as well, which is always a bonus as well. So I'm not putting any pressure on the national health by travelling in a vehicle at all. So and like I say, it's at the end of the day, it's down to my farmer and whether she's happy for me to be on the land. I'll exercise social distancing. I'll keep everything clean with hand sanitizer for when I'm handling gates and things like that. And I do have gloves as well. So so yeah, like I say, I'm going to contact my farmer tomorrow and make sure that she's happy with the situation, and I'm going to go from there really. Meg says we are pretty much open here in my state except pubs and clubs. Yeah, I think it'll be a while before the pubs and clubs are open here. To be perfectly honest with you, Megs, it can't come soon enough for me. To be honest, I do love a pint of John Smith's, and yeah, the day will come anyway. It's something to look forward to. Marilyn, hello Marilyn, how are you? I sent you an email there. I think it was yesterday, Marilyn. Hope you got it, and I hope you're well. I see Sand Scratcher Bryce here as well. Marilyn says, got to lose the quarantine 15. I weighed myself the other day. I've not gained any weight, and I've not really lost any. Oh, I tell a lie. I think I lost 2 pounds. Um, so that's always a bonus. I thought I'd piled on loads of weight, but obviously I haven't. Although my daughter has been cooking us a lot of meals, and she's been cooking meals from scratch. So no processed foods or anything like that. Everything's been made from fresh ingredients, and that's quite possibly the answer to losing that bit of weight. John Knight, hello John. I wonder if you could polish bottles with cutting compound and a polishing mop on a bench grinder. I believe you can do that, John. I don't have a bench grinder, so I can't tell you for certain, but I believe it is possible. When bottles are tumbled, then they're usually tumbled in a polishing compound. So yeah, I suppose effectively it could do the same thing. The only thing I would be concerned about with a bench grinder is the glass heating up quite quickly while you're polishing it, and potentially breaking or shattering in your hands while you're doing it. That would be my concern with a bench grinder, or bench polisher, if what you want to call it that. Yes, Sand Scratcher Bry, hello. Down in Scarborough, sunny Scarborough. Spray says, it seems daft, all different rules, we all live on the same island. Yeah, it does seem a bit daft, doesn't it? I can understand from both sides, to be perfectly honest with you. And I think with a lot of metal detectorists, we're all well, I won't say all of us, but a lot of us have our own permission, and we literally only go on that permission by ourselves. And I think if that's the case, then I can't really see an issue. If they're saying that it's okay for other people in sports that pursue sports and hobbies in sports can go out and do their hobbies, then I really can't see why we can't do it either. So, Simone, hello Simone, how are you? Simone, don't say Happy Mother's Day. It's not Mother's Day here in the UK. We've had that one already. You'll be getting people worried. They'll be thinking they've missed it. Marilyn, after this move, it's back to the diet for me. Yeah, I think once this lockdown's over, then I'll get kicking on my diet again, because I need to really do lose some weight. I probably lost £2 flicking them coins. Nice one. You've seen it then. That's praise. Oh dear. Marilyn Dremel and a Rouge Stone. Yeah, possible, Marilyn. I think the spraying with lacquers like the quick and easy fix. And I must admit, for me, I like quick and easy. I wouldn't have liked to have tackled that milk bottle with a polishing hop on my polishing mop on my Dremel. It would have taken forever and ever and ever, I think. But yeah, I like instant results of a spray on lacquer. Simone says, being a chef, I've always cooked from scratch. It tastes so much better. You're absolutely right, Simone. It does. Some of the meals my daughter's made have been absolutely amazing. She is a fantastic little cook. She really is. Hubby and his kids love processed foods so much. Yeah, I mean, I think people of a certain age, us, and we've all been brought up on a lot of processed foods. And I will say hello to Pam for you, Simone. Yeah, indeed. And yeah, that's what we've grown up with since we were very little, I think. Tony Hines, good evening, Tony Hines. Isn't it strange how different countries have Mother's Day on different days? It seems very strange, that one. You think we could all at least get together for that one, but apparently not. Sprays, the Ecosphere. I'm going to put up an update video tomorrow on that for you, so stay tuned. Things have happened, but stay tuned for the video that's coming tomorrow. Yes, Simone, I know. Do you know what, Simone? It's been roasting hot here for about the last 2 months, and we didn't even have a winter as such. No snow or very little freezing weather. It's John Smith's, as usual. Good old John Smith's. Now then, Dave. How are you? Yeah, well, that's what I'm getting out of it, Tony. That it's okay to go metal detecting or bottle digging, whatever you do. So yeah, so like I say, I think I'll message my farmer tomorrow and speak to her, and yeah, the standard one for me is that it's Simone. Yeah, I'll message the farmer tomorrow and I'll discuss it with her. Like I say, I just want to make sure that she's happy with me being there, and I don't want to put her at any worry or any risk with me being there. So anyway, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, Megs, that trip out to Ardmore Point was great. I love that area. It's a fantastic walk as well. A good several miles. I think what I'll do one day is go down and walk entirely round Ardmore Point itself, because there's quite a bit of interesting geology around there. So, and as there is plenty of interesting geology in that area as well. I am trying to sort a wind muff for my camera, for my GoPro. I'll show you what I've got at the minute. I've got this case, aluminium case, that I usually put the GoPro into, and I'll show you that way better. So the GoPro sits inside there. In fact, it was here somewhere. I don't know what the hell I've done with it. Oh, it's underneath here, look, with the battery running out again. So, oh no, battery's fully charged, that's good. Huh. GoPro turn off. Voice activation. It's great. As long as it understands you. So yeah, so I get my GoPro, and the intent is that I'm going to put it in the case. You see on the GoPro, there's a little hole there. That's a microphone. And then there's a little hole there as well on the side, just below the lens, and that's a microphone as well. So, camera, case, case, camera. One goes into the other. So the sound basically comes up over the top of here, the wind and noise, and you get that wind noise basically. And also it comes around the side here where the other microphone is. You can just about see it in there. So I need some pieces of like furry material that I can stick over there. So stick one over there and one over the top, and that hopefully should kill the wind noise. But getting hold of some of that furry material at the minute is impossible because everywhere is shut. So so yeah, that's the intent. I know you can buy a plug-in adapter microphone which sits on the top here, but the microphone's about £120 I think, and I just don't have the money for that. So yeah, so it's going to be two bits of fluffy material. I was looking to see if we had any old soft toys that I could cut up, but of course sentimental value and all that, I can't take the scissors to them. So that's what I'm trying to do anyway. So there you go. To hopefully cut out the wind noise so that makes the videos better. I can't get the camera out now, look. Isn't that typical? It's a tight fit in there. There we go. Oh! Oh, yeah. Yeah, Tony, my farm is it's 500 acres of pasture, so so in fact I think it's a little bit more than 500 acres, but yeah, I've plenty to go at, and it's all on the hillside in middle of nowhere in Scotland. So yeah, Megs, the old fish yares, the fish traps, they're fantastic pieces of history, and like I say, I think there's about 6 or 7 of them on that coastline there, and yeah, they're absolutely amazing. Amazing places to be as well. Actually, you know, it certainly gives you a sense of history when you're right up close next to them. Hello, the metal detecting channel. Hello. Oh, now then, Simone says you can use a cotton sock cut to fit. I've got some old socks actually. I'll have to have a look at that. I'll give that a go, Simone. Actually, it doesn't necessarily have to be a fluffy material, but yeah, I'll have a look at an old sock. Marilyn, the pound store. Yeah, I've never seen anything like that in there, but I will have a look the next time I'm in. Philip says, try some Velcro. Oh, Velcro. Now then. I suppose I can try it for nothing. I think... No, I don't think she does have any sticky back Velcro. I don't have any furry sweaters, no. No, Simone. Oh no, Simone, don't worry about it for now. Let me have a go with these socks, and I'll see what effect that has. Megs, yeah, the watches are still going great. Yeah, I've got another one actually. Where is it? Hang on. There you go. That's another one that I bought there last week. That's an American GI watch. £1. Absolute bargain, these things. And it's keeping perfect time. Absolutely perfect time. 9:26 it is at the minute. And yeah, I can't fault these things at all. They're great quality, and they're really simple, basic watches for £1. There you go. What more can I say? Sprays, how long did it take you to master making vids and get used to editing, etc.? Sprays, I wouldn't say I'd mastered it, to be honest with you. I've become very comfortable talking to a camera, and my editing has changed over time. I know that much, but I've still a lot to learn. I'm using new editing software now, which is far superior to what I've been using in the past. I don't know if any of you noticed, but just about all of my videos now are in full 1080p HD, and they're 60 frames a second as well, which improves the quality of the videos no end. Before I was using this new software, I was only shooting in 720p HD at 30 frames, because the software that I was using to edit wouldn't allow me to edit 1080p basically. But yeah, no, I found this new software, and it's absolutely amazing. I'm thrilled to bits with it, and it allows me to do so many things. It's just absolutely brilliant. I do refer to there's a guy that I watch on YouTube that specialises with this software, so I watch him for hints and tips and guides on how to do certain things. But yeah, no, I do enjoy it. Like I say, I've become more and more comfortable speaking to a camera, and I hope that my editing and what have you, and putting videos together, I hope it starts to show as being better and better as I go along. Yeah, no worries, Simone. No problem. Thank you. I'll like I say, I'll let you know. I'll have a look and have a go with these with this sock, and see what happens from there. Oh, right, okay, yeah, I know what you mean, Simone, yeah. Yeah, I've actually, those watches, I've almost got one for every day of the week. Now, I've got 4 of them now. And, yeah, like I say, they're just a nice, simple watch. And the what I would class as a beta watch. A beta, B-E-A-T-E-R, as in you can beat it to death and just throw it away and not worry about it. At that price for £1, I mean, come on. Who's going to say no to that? Dermot says, and they say Scotsmen are tight. £1 or what? I'm from Yorkshire. We're as tight as they come, you know. And my grandfather was Scottish as well, which doesn't help. Oh, dear. Dave says, I've just sorted my GoPro 8. I have loads of furry material. Used to be a pattern cutter and double-sided tape, and whoop-de-woo, it works. We'll send you some. Oh, well, that's very kind. That's very kind of you, Dave. John Knight, my Breitling from Tenerife market only lasted a week. It's funny you should say that, John. We were in, I think it was Mallorca, probably, oh gosh, about 20 years ago now. And I did the same thing. I bought one of those fancy watches from one of those. Well, just about every shop there has all the fake watches and stuff. And I bought one. I think it was about, gosh, now then, how much was it? I can't remember if we're still on pesetas then, or whether it was euros. Anyway, I think it cost me something like £15 or £20 equivalent, you know. And I was thrilled to bits with it. It was a lovely big faced watch, and multiple colours on it, and it, you know, Breitling across it and all. It was lovely. And I stuck it on. I went out that night, and I think about 2 hours in, it was actually about 6:30, but the watch was telling me it was 9:30, and I was like, oh dear, here we go. So yeah, John from the Lucky Man. It was actually a shop, not a Lucky Man. And I took it straight back to the shop the next day, and I said to him, I said, this watch is guffed, it's knackered. I said, I want my money back. And he was like, oh no, okay, you come back, I'll give you your money back. I was like, come back? I was like, no, I want my money back now. And he says, no, you come back. When you leave. I said, oh, I don't leave for another 2 weeks. He says, "Oh, you come back in." I says, "No." I says, "I tell you what, you give me my money now, or I'll stand outside this shop and I'll tell everyone to keep walking past." And suffice to say, I got my money back there and then. Oh, dear. So let me just open a window here. It's absolutely roasting in here. Bear with me. Oh, dearie me. Goodness. Oh. Oh, I am roasting hot tonight. So how's everybody else's week been anyway? Hey, listen, Tony, if something's broken, I get my money back straight away. I don't argue or wait for anybody. Yeah, so how's everybody else's week been this week? I hope everybody is doing well and staying safe and social distancing, etc., etc. And how far are we? We're 31 minutes into it now, so we've 30 minutes left on tonight's live stream. I'll tell you what. I will. I'll balance my my watch thing anyway. Yeah, I think you're absolutely right, Dermot. I will need another drink very shortly. um, I was given a watch by a friend, and it said Breitling on the front of the watch, and this was years and years ago, and there was no box with it. I assumed it was a fake watch, and so I looked up how to tell a fake Breitling watch, and it turns out, well, like most high-end watches, they usually have a serial number on them. So I actually sent the serial number to Breitling themselves and asked them to confirm the watch, the model, the date, and when it was purchased and all. And I fully expected to get a letter back saying it was message back, email back saying it was fake, and it turned out it was a real watch, and it was a lovely thing. It was a Breitling Super Ocean on one of the early bracelets, and fully automatic helium escape valve diving watch. Gorgeous thing it was. But I sold it. I sold it and bought some other watches. I used to buy and sell watches back in the day, so I had everything: Breitlings, Tag Heuers, Porsche design as well. Had a lovely Porsche design watch at one stage, and even basic things like Timex watches as well. Timex are a really good brand for watches that just seem to keep going forever and ever. And in fact, I'll tell you what, I've even got a watch that I bought at a market. When we lived in Northern Ireland, I bought this one at on a market stall at Nuts Corner in Northern Ireland. It's you probably can't see it for the light. It's a East German Ruhla, RUHLA, mechanical watch. A real basic wind-up, and it wasn't. I bought it as non-working. It was. I got two watches for £10, and I took it home, took the back off, and put some a lubricant in it, and yeah, and away it goes. It ticks away. I don't know if you can see that. It ticks away like a good one. And again, it keeps perfect time. I bought a cheap leather strap off of eBay for it, which I thought suited it. Needs the crystal needs a polish, but again, it's just a beta watch. It's just a rough throw around type thing. But this thing just keeps on going and going and going. It never stops. It's brilliant. So there you go. Yeah, sprays that fob watch is something I've never found yet when I've been out. Oh, Marilyn, your poor cat. John's dog's fed up with walking. uh, yeah, I'm not sure what the temperature here is at the moment. Let me have a look. Oh, I've just pressed the wrong thing. Oh, well, never mind, it'll do. Um, bu- 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 Well, it says 6 degrees at the minute, but it's warmer than that, trust me. So yeah, oh, actually 10 degrees. It feels like 22 degrees actually. I'm roasted. Oh, Marilyn, you're expecting 102 Fahrenheit this afternoon. Oh, God. Fluffy Smudge Dave says, I got a new toy, a lapidary machine, so I've been grinding anything that stays still. Well, I tell you what, I have a Dremel. That's what I've been using to make to engrave the roof tiles. And I bought a set of diamond burrs. So I'm going to have a play about with those, see what different effects I can get on the tiles. So, and it's all a learning experience, and good fun it is too. Yeah, the sprays, the Breitling was a beautiful movement in that, and it was a true sweeping movement, absolutely gorgeous. This thing, as you can probably see, is just a straight up quartz ticker. You can see that ticking away, and it has an audible tick as well. Something I don't mind. I quite enjoy it actually. The ruler's a ticker. It's a little bit more gentle, is the ruler when it's ticking. So there's a few more. It's a bit more of almost a sweep, but not quite a sweep. I don't know if you can see that there. See as it comes round, and this. There we go. So I think there's a bit more accuracy in that movement, to be perfectly honest with you. But yeah, all good fun. And like you say, not a lot of people wear watches nowadays. Everybody uses a phone, and I don't use my phone for the time. I usually have well, I usually don't care about the time, but if I do, I have a wristwatch on. Usually, if I'm down on the beach and I need to keep an eye on the tide times, then yeah, I always have the watch on then. Dave's current watch is a Timex, only one to survive work. Yeah, rough as old boots are Timexes. They just keep. They used to say the tagline was "takes a licking and keeps on ticking." I think they used to put them on motorboat engines and put them underwater and fire the engine up and spin it around, then tick it out and show you it's still ticking perfectly. Tony Hines, has anyone been out digging during this pig of a situation? Yeah, like I say, Tony, I haven't ever since my last dig was on the day before lockdown. So with the big man, Simon. Meg says 10 degrees. That's freezing. It doesn't feel like 10 degrees, Meg. That's a problem. It feels more like 20 degrees at the minute. Yeah, Dave. I must admit, I got the Dremel last year, and I managed to get a bit stuck in the chuck. And you know the little lock button that you press down, and then you uh, loosen the chuck collet thing to take the bit out. It 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 spun round. I couldn't hold it down, so it was like the pin. As I tried to untighten it, it was pushing the pin up in my hand. There was no way I had enough strength to hold the button down. I had to take the whole thing apart completely, and managed to get the bit out. And now I only tighten it with finger tighten. That's as far as I go with tightening the chuck on the Dremel. Malin, I'd go hunt fire agate rough for you, but the rattlesnakes are out. Oh my god! I couldn't imagine rattlesnakes. Dave says, rattlesnakes, wow, the deadliest thing we have over here is the odd grumpy one. Megs, I think you've got more than enough deadly animals in Australia. Everything, I think everything in Australia is deadly, isn't it? Yeah, I know what you mean, Dave. Yeah, I must admit the Dremel is a great little piece of kit, and I've got to find more things to do with it. There must be more things I can do with it. But yeah, we'll see. I'm loving playing with the, like I say, engraving the slates at the moment. They're good fun. I picked up. I took myself down. I didn't make a video. It was only a straight visit just to pick up a load of fresh tile. But yeah, I was down there last week and picked up a bag full of tile. It weighed an absolute ton. But yeah, I've got them all washed and bleached and ready for playing with. So rattlers and scorpions. Oh my god. Mm. Mm. Oh, everything apart from the lager. Tony. Dear. Well, doesn't time fly? Look, 42 minutes, 13 viewers and 10 likes. That's all right. I won't shout at you today. And keep your eyes out, like I say, for more random videos. You know, if something grabs my attention sometimes, especially at the moment, you know, with us being in lockdown and having very little to do, if something grabs my attention, then I'll make a video on it. It could be anything. And I know one of the other subscribers, Ashley, was asking me where I keep all my finds. So I think what I'll do one day is I'll just grab the camera and switch it on, and I'll just go around and show you where everything is. And I'll show you the size of the flat as well, because I know people are saying, well, why don't you keep this and why don't you keep that? And I'll just give you an idea of the size of the flat that we live in, or apartment, as you guys in America would say. Dermot says, with the Dremel you can get a 4-jaw attachment that works like a drill chuck. Best way and quickest when changing bits. Oh, that's interesting. I'll tell you what I was thinking about getting. You know, it's like an extension. So you've got like a pen on the end. Just allows more fine work. So I'm thinking about getting one of those. Flexi shaft, they call it. So I'm thinking I might get one of those that make it a bit easier rather than trying to hold the Dremel itself. It's quite a chunky thing, is my Dremel. So so we do have drunken northerners who can get a bit leery. Yeah, every now and again. Yeah, thank you, Dave. Yeah, I've seen that extra like there. Thank you. Dave says, I try to keep making vids, but time just gets away. Yeah, you know what? You have to get into a routine of switching the camera on. Even if you think something's not that interesting, it helps to tell a story as you go along. That's what I learned anyway. I learned to film just about everything while I was out. And then what I do is collate all the footage into one file, and then I chop it up and edit it. And I take bits out that are not that good, and I'll put bits in and move things around, and yeah, great fun actually. Oh, Dermot drills rocks. I tell you what, Dermot, I picked up a what I believe is a sandstone pebble off the beach, and I'm going to have a go at carving that or engraving onto it. I don't know what I'm going to engrave onto it, but I've seen quite a few guys that or people that carve and engrave rocks. So so yeah, certainly going to have a go at that as well. It's getting the feel. It's getting the feel and the control. I think that I need to practice. Like I say, that's why I'm going to practice on some of the slate that I've got and just get a feel of how the different burrs work and how different techniques work of carving and engraving rock. Oh, well, 45 minutes. 15 minutes left, and then I'm going to love you and leave you. And I don't know whether I will have another pint actually tonight. I might just have a coffee, but we'll see. Yeah, my mind can change like the wind. Chatting away about the Tucson Gem Show. Geodes, Dave. Geodes. They're the ones like the balls with the crystals inside. Always like them. In fact, remind me, Dave, do you have a channel on YouTube? When I'm you. Megs, what's my movie for tonight? I'll tell you what, Megs, I've been watching The Inbetweeners. So I've been having a laugh at that. I have got a movie to watch called Life After Flash. I don't know if I was speaking about this last week. I've still got that one to watch as well. But I've also seen that on Amazon Prime. I'm a Prime user. They've got Enemy at the Gates on there at the moment as well. So that's one that I enjoy. Spray says, when do you reckon you'll be spinning a disc again on the farm? I'm hoping Wednesday. Officially, that's when the Prime Minister says that people can engage in their sporting hobbies as long as they're using social distancing. So like I say, I'm going to speak to the farmer, and hopefully on Wednesday I shall be out there. Meg's Carry On Screaming was on the other day. So funny. The Carry-Ons, I must admit, the original Carry-Ons are absolutely fantastic. I've never liked any of the new ones that they've done over the past sort of 10 years or so. I thought they were horrible, but the originals were absolutely hilarious. Ah, right, okay. La da dee dee dee. Got ya. I've got ya. I've got you and subscribed as well, Dave. How's that for you? And I hit the little bell for all the notifications as well. I haven't seen Bobby Duke, Dermot. I tell you who I've been watching now. Then what's the name of the fella? It's an English fella. Carving. Oh, it's not that, is it? Engraving slate. The Stone Crafting Workshop is the name of the chap that I've been watching recently. Dave says Bobby Duke was awesome. He's very shy but lovely. Peter Brown was there as well. He's cool also. People I don't know. Obviously in the stone carving world. Yeah, as for any other films, whatever I find, I'll usually watch. I have noticed that I have a Fire Stick and it's hacked or whatever you want to call it. I have a program on there called Mobdro. I don't know if anybody else uses it, but they put a whole host of new film channels in there. So there's things like Al Pacino movies and Clint Eastwood movies and that kind of thing. And so there's plenty more for me to look at in there. Superman movies as well. Right, 51 minutes, and then we are done for this evening. Oh, dearie me. Oh, it has given me windows, that beer. I might have to have a snack after this. Oh dear. Oh, Dermot, you do resin casting, do you? Riandrea, hello, how are you? Well, 8 minutes left. "1913", that's the one that's like supposed to be like one continuous shot, isn't it, through the film? That's one that I've not seen yet, actually. Get a kite for my wind. Very good. I've actually got a kite in the cupboard here. Oh, High Plains Drifter, that's a great film. A great Clint Eastwood film. I do love that one as well. Tony, yeah, like I say, hopefully I'll be out. No, I'm not saying the video will be out on Wednesday because I'll have to get out and detect and then shoot the video and then get home and then edit it and so on and so forth. It might be out on Thursday, but we'll see. We'll see. And like I say, I'll have an update for you tomorrow on the Ecosphere as well. I won't say any more on that. And yeah. All right, Megs. Well, thank you. Have a stretch for me as well. And I'll see you on the next one, Megs. Oh, right. Well, we've got 5 minutes left, and I don't think there's any questions you can ask me at the moment, is there? I don't think there's anything that I can. Like I say, I've told you everything that's going on here at the moment. So yeah, there you go. Like I say, hopefully I'll be able to get out detecting very shortly, and give you something more exciting to watch. Well, hopefully more exciting anyway. Tony's out tomorrow and damn the NCMD. Well, I'll tell you what, Tony, I have to renew mine, but I've no doubt that they'll be saying that it's okay to go detecting now. So, yeah, bye, Meg. See you soon, darling. Dermot, see you very soon. Right, boys and girls. Good luck, Marilyn. I hope your cat's not too grumpy. Philip, yeah, speak to you soon, my friend. And boys and girls, I will love you and leave you. Thank you all for coming along and saying hello. I hope you're all staying safe and staying well. And yeah, have a good one. And I will see you very soon.